I've noticed that people do a lot better when they feel like they're part of the community.
The homeless population in Knoxville continues to expand, and advocates say there are more people on the streets in more areas across the city and county. Reporter Cole Sullivan reports that the government set aside even more money to help, and they say it's been effective. Cole?
John, additional pandemic funding has allowed local organizations to more than quadruple the number of outreach workers they have on the streets. That means they can connect more people who are homeless with more resources, especially in parts of the county they couldn't reach before. Near the Kroger off Cedar Bluff,
it's hard out here. It's very hard.
Richard Ellenberg calls this corner of parking lot his home. For more than a decade, he hasn't had anywhere else.
I'm getting too old to be out here.
He's one of a growing number of people without homes now living in West Knox County.
Here's a couple things that you guys can use for breakfast.
Scott Lappa spends his days connecting with them.
I'm a little low on supplies right now, actually, because I've been giving away so much.
He's a homeless outreach coordinator in West Knoxville, working for the Community Action Committee, CAC.
My goal is to establish a relationship that's based on trust, and then to use that relationship that's based on trust to connect people with resources that I can advocate for.
Lappa started on the job last year as CAC and volunteer ministries used new funding to increase the number of outreach coordinators from 2 to 10.
We have never had the type of funding that we've had in all of these years that we've had in the last 2.
That means more workers to connect more people with the resources they need.
So they can eventually get into stable housing and get off the streets.
So we'll talk about what you guys need.
That's what Lappas is trying to do for Richard Ellenberg.
Wherever you're interested in getting housing, we can apply for that.
So he can take the first step to getting on his feet.
And Scott's trying to help me get that took care of. Scott's working on it.
Since he started the job a year ago, that advocate estimates he's worked with more than 200 people in his West Knoxville area. He's been able to get more than 30 of them into stable housing, he says. He says they likely wouldn't have been able to make that connection on their own. John?
That's encouraging, Cole. Thank you.